Well, when I was a kid, this whole area was, there was nothing here. The Chameleon started about 10 years ago. Jeff Smith and Brenda Smith were kind of like visionaries in a way, you know. They decided to come to Laurelville. Jeff came in and really re-envisioned the whole neighborhood. You know, he saw something a little bit grander, I think, than, you know, that nobody else could really see. He wanted to challenge the status quo, and he wanted to do classic French cooking and do it right, but not compromise his beliefs. And he really stuck with the local farming and seasonal food, and he really provided something that really nobody had been doing. You know, he really revolutionized not just this neighborhood, but cooking in general in Baltimore.
I feel like Baltimore is becoming this kind of mecca for locally sourced foods. We have the market under the JFX and a lot of amazing restaurants, actually. I started being a pastry chef here in May, which was actually a great time to come in because that's when all the local spring fruits start coming out. We started with strawberries, and now we're getting some beautiful local peaches already in late June. And I'm finding that my food is very much following the path of what's available and what's delicious. And Maryland is such an amazing place for local foods, and I love developing my recipes according to what's available.
I don't think the importance of the Chameleon to the neighborhood of Laurelville and the greater Laurelville area can really be overstated. And I think people, you know, come and support the restaurant, always have in the past 10 years because they know what it has done for the neighborhood.
It's important for us to kind of really maintain that legacy. And what's important is that we also look towards the future. And we have to kind of like evolve. Our loyal clientele have put so much of their time and so much of their money into this restaurant that we really, it's important for us to give back to them. You know, we're great right now, but we want to be excellent. And it's things like our bathrooms, you know, they are 20 years old, you know, they haven't really been touched on in years, you know. Our floors are falling apart, our dishwasher is leaking every day, our air conditioner doesn't work at the moment. People were coming in here during these really hot days, and you know, and they're sweating. You know, they're in our dining room. They're enjoying this amazing service, this incredibly wonderful dishes that Andrew's creating, and they're sweating, and it's just completely inappropriate.
We want everyone to be able to come here and to want to come here and to realize the importance of supporting your local community. We want to keep a lot of the old philosophies that make the Chameleon what it is. We also want to introduce some new ones. We are changing the name to Maggie's Farm. Maggie's Farm is a Bob Dylan song, kind of about striking off on your own and following your own philosophy. And we do think that the Chameleon has always entailed this kind of values. We want to make them more front and center of what we're doing. We don't just want to be a restaurant. We want to be like a home kitchen.